Hi, I'm Alex Stevenson, and these are 9 easy-to-use Python modules for DevOps. Why Python for DevOps? The Python language is a trusted constant in the world of DevOps due to its ability to enable automation with ease. Python's philosophy of batteries included means there is a module already built for nearly anything you need to accomplish, making constructing automation and moving from development to production a less burdensome process. Here are 9 easy-to-use Python modules for DevOps. Number 1. Requests. Request is the best. It's one of the most popular Python modules and is used to make HTTP requests extremely easy. If you want to consume REST APIs in your Python, this is the way to do it. DevOps is built on APIs, making this module essential. For this request, we'll be using the dog API at dog.ceo. First, we should install requests. Throughout this video, I'll be using pip, although you may need to use pip3, easy install, or your OS package manager. Then, we import requests and build our request like so, using the JSON function this module provides to present the results in that format. Success! Behold some of the many supported features of requests. Learn more at pypi.org. Number 2. OS. The OS module provides a portable way for us to interact with our, you guessed it, operating system. OS makes it possible to interact with local, remote, and cloud files. There's no need to install it, as it is included with the standard Python 3 library. os.getInv returns the value of the environmental variable as a string. Without parentheses, it returns all environmental variables, which we can loop through using the key of the key-value pair like this. os.uname returns information about the current operating system. The return value is an object having 5 attributes: operating system name, release, and version, as well as the network node and machine hardware identities. The final OS module I want to highlight is os.getLogin. This returns the name of the user logged in on the controlling terminal of the process. As always, import OS and then use like so. Learn more about OS at docs.python.org. Number 3. Sys. The sys module provides functions and variables that can manipulate your Python runtime environment, as it's used for operating on the interpreter. There's no need to install sys, as it's included in the standard Python 3 library. You just need to import it. Sys.argv returns the list of command line arguments which are passed to a Python script. Sys.path returns a list of directories where the interpreter searches for modules. This way, we can check the Python path. It can also create directories. Notice how I also imported and used prettyprint to make the output more readable. Sys.version returns the Python interpreter version plus info on the compiler and build number. We can use this in DevOps to make sure all environments are the same. Sys.execinfo is useful for exception and error handling. Notice how I declared bad integer equals a. Then I will try to turn that string into an integer, which will throw an exception, which is then handled by the exception code block. You can see it returned the type of exception, the exception itself, and a traceback object which encapsulates the call stack at the point where the exception last occurred. Learn more about the sys module at docs.python.org. Number 4. RE. The RE, or regular expression module, provides regular expression matching operations of patterns and strings. DevOps thrives on speed, and using RE can shorten and speed up code. RE is included with Python 3. re.sub returns a string where matched occurrences are replaced with the content of the replace parameter. Here, we import RE and use it to reformat a URL. Another common use of re.sub is removing whitespace from text. If you're just moving from manual ops to automation, your data may be littered with white spaces, making the re.sub module invaluable. re.findAll returns a list of strings containing all matches. So if you just need digits or alphanumeric characters, for example, from your code, this is how you do it. Learn more about RE at docs.python.org. Number 5. Fabric. Fabric is a high-level Python library designed to execute shell commands remotely over SSH, yielding useful Python objects in return. Fabric builds on top of Invoke and Paramiko, extending their APIs to complement one another while providing added functionality. It is currently not included with Python 3 and must be installed. After installing Fabric, we use the task decorator to make a remote connection and run commands. Fabric provides the fab command, which reads its configuration from a file, fabfile.py. We can use Fabric to run any number of Git commands, such as pull, commit, or push, as well as the standard Docker commands. Imagine how much you can simplify your CI/CD pipeline with these. Learn more at fabfile.org. Number 6. Subprocess. The subprocess module allows you to spawn new processes, connect to their pipes, and obtain the return codes. These subprocesses run independently with their own private system state and using the main thread of execution. It is included in the standard Python 3 library. Just import it into your code. After importing subprocess, we use the popen function of the subprocess module to start a shell locally and log the standard output and errors with the communicate method. Our results include the desired 0 return code along with the expected output and thankfully no errors. Subprocess allows us to observe output and errors for debugging and testing without affecting our main processes. Its isolated state helps ensure we are replicating an environment precisely. Common uses of subprocess include running external applications from a Git repository or code from C or C++ programs. To learn more about subprocess, visit docs.python.org. Number 7. Platform. The platform module is used to view as much info as possible about the platform. This includes info about the device, the operating system, Python, etc. This is important for the compatibility and portability that DevOps requires. Platform is included in the standard Python 3 library. Just import it into your code. This is how we could use platform to give us the processor, machine, operating system, and platform details. And here's how we use it to provide our network node name, as well as the Python build, compiler, and version. To learn more about platform, visit docs.python.org. Number 8. Beautiful Soup. Beautiful Soup is a library that makes it easy to scrape information from web pages. It sits atop an HTML or XML parser, providing Pythonic idioms for iterating, searching, and modifying the parse tree. This is valuable for debugging and testing in our CI/CD pipelines. We'll be using Beautiful Soup 4, although Beautiful Soup 3 is still used by some, as it's currently packaged with all major Linux distributions. We must install and import it, as well as URL lib. Beautiful Soup also relies on a parser, and the default is LXML. You might have it, but if you do not, you must install it also. Here, we make a URL lib request to consume the data, feeding it to the Beautiful Soup function. We've parsed the links, and that's what we get back, beautifully. For more on Beautiful Soup, visit py.pi.org. Number 9. smptplib. The smptplib module is used for sending emails using the simple mail transfer protocol, and it abstracts away all the complexities of SMTP. Email your team when CI/CD milestones are reached or for serious warnings. It is included with Python 3, so we don't need to install it. Just import it. I've used the free tier at a third-party mail platform for testing and sending control emails to generate this code. We set the sender and receiver, construct the message using an F string, and send, specifying the port number, of course. I received the email instantly in my inbox. We can also use our own mail server or add attachments without issue. To learn more about smptplib, visit docs.python.org. Thank you for watching 9 easy-to-use Python modules. Don't forget to share with your friends and colleagues, as well as to bookmark for future reference. For more DevOps learning and sharing, visit developer.cisco.com. You'll find us under DevOps in the Developer Hub. We'll see you there.